Hi, it's Tim here from PC Gamer. We're about an hour before E3 show starts properly, and it's going to be amazing. Outside we've got tanks are invading E3 for the PC. We've also got Battlefield, Skyrim, and we've got Deus Ex taking place today. First thing, Battlefield 3, there's a single player and multiplayer demo, we're going to play them all. We've got Deus Ex, a brand new demo from about 10 hours into the game. Really exciting, new stuff we haven't seen before. And finally, Skyrim. We've been told to put an hour aside just to play Skyrim. We don't know what we're going to see, but it's going to be fantastic. We'll see you shortly.
Hi, my name is Graham Smith from PC Gamer. We've just been to see Skyrim. It's the first appointment we had at the show and the game looks incredible. The big news is that horses are now confirmed because when we spoke to them last month, Bethesda said that they weren't ready yet. They look much better than they did in Oblivion. Maybe not quite as good as Red Dead Redemption, although we won't know that for sure until we play it for ourselves. But the rest of the game looks phenomenal. We saw much more of the world, huge mountains, fantastic plains, it's utterly beautiful, and they also showed woolly mammoths and a much larger fight with one of the dragons than we'd seen previously. It looks great, I can't wait for it.
Hi, it's Tim and Graham from PC Gamer. We just finished our day at E3. We want to talk a little bit about the games we saw.
You started the day by seeing Battlefield 3, didn't you?
Yeah, which was really exciting actually. It looks great, sounds great, and one of the cool things about it is they've nicked some of the running and jumping from Mirror's Edge. So as you leap over a crate or barrel, then you'll do a little kind of bump slide across, which is brilliant, really exciting.
Can you lift yourself up on things, wall jump?
No, but it does have really good tank noises.
Did you play it?
Yeah, I played it for about half an hour. I was playing a level in Paris against some retail buyers from Game, which is one of the stores here in the UK, and they were rubbish because they didn't know how to hold a mouse.
You said they were confused by WAS and D on a keyboard as well.
They really wanted joypads, which weren't their result. But you saw you were going to see Deus Ex.
Yeah, but that ended up getting bumped until tomorrow, so instead I saw Hitman Absolution.
Okay. I've seen that as well.
Yeah, we've both seen it. We can talk about it like some sort of conversation. But it looks incredible. Like at the start of the demo, and you said the same thing, it looks a bit like Splinter Cell Conviction. They've added a cover system, there's a lot of hiding behind walls, and they've also added instinct powers, which allow you to see guards and enemies and stuff like that through walls. It's a little thing that you can turn on, and that makes it feel very much like Splinter Cell, up until the point when you first knock out a police officer, steal his disguise, and then you're just, you're picking up environmental objects, you're setting little traps.
Quite surreal, doesn't it?
It does. Like they've really expanded on the artificial intelligence for how people react to you when you're in disguises, and they've also expanded on the writing in the game a great deal as well. So there's different responses. Like the example they showed is when you're dressed as a police officer, you break into a person's apartment, and they're stoners, so they're growing weed and stuff like that. And because you're wearing the police costume, they're really panicked when they see you, and they get violent.
Paranoid.
Yeah, and they grab the weed and they're running to the toilets and trying to flush it down and stuff like that to hide it. But the developer, when I spoke to him afterwards, the producer of the game, he said that if you go in there just dressed as Hitman, just in your normal suit attire, then they'll invite you to sit down and party with them and stuff like that.
Wouldn't that be absolutely terrifying if Hitman just kind of came into your...
Well, you wouldn't necessarily know he was a hitman, and if you were stoned, then...
Does he look a little bit more buff than he used to?
He does look more buff. He looks a little bit prettier. In fact, everyone in the game looks prettier, because Blood Money had this thing where everyone in it was ugly, even if they were supposed to be beautiful. It was a very ugly world.
The final thing I saw today, actually, was Star Wars The Old Republic, which was really interesting, because I think for a long time I've wondered how Tor all fits together, and they've had this kind of staged release of information, which has meant that we didn't know about raids, we didn't know about PvP, we didn't know about crafting, but now everything's out there. We know how the raids work, we know how PvP works, we know how crafting works, and suddenly it looks like a game I'm going to fall into. It's just a giant Sarlacc pit. Not a Sarlacc pit. What's that giant hole with the teeth in Star Wars?
I thought it was a Sarlacc pit.
Okay, it is a Sarlacc pit. I'm going to fall into that pit and I'm doomed.
Is this going to replace World of Warcraft for you then?
I'm really worried it is, and I'm very sorry to the World of Warcraft guild that I lead, but there's a new guy in town and he's got blasters.
You've gone to the dark side.
I've gone to the very dark side. We're going to have loads more tomorrow. What we're seeing tomorrow. So you're going to see Deus Ex. You're
going to see Deus Ex,
I'm
actually.
I'm going to see Deus Ex.
I'm going to see all the Paradox games, so that's very nerdy stuff like Sword of the Stars 2 and King Arthur 2 and stuff like that, and that's great PC stuff, of course.
We're going to see, so we've got a head-to-head tomorrow between Guy Kai and On Live. So
yeah.
we're seeing them at exactly the same time, just in different stands. but that's quite interesting. And there are lots of other games as well.
Bioshock Infinite, XCOM, The Darkness 2, there's tons of different stuff. Yeah, we're looking forward to it.
That'd be great. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you. Bye.